Hello, space pilot Mr. Cool Guy here. And, well, you know, there's been something I've been thinking of. What is it I was thinking of? Oh yes. Fried crab banana clouds. If you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, that's okay. I just thought I'd say something random to grab your attention. That being fried banana crab clouds. Just to make sure you're paying attention. But now that I have your attention, it's time for 10 more random facts you may or may not know. Starting with fact number 1. Coconut craze. Balakrishnan Palaya from Kasaragod, India, says he has eaten nothing but coconuts for more than 28 years to treat a disease that caused him to vomit whenever he ate. Wow. Nothing but coconuts for 28 years. So, anything he ate, he vomited up. So, that means he could stomach down the coconuts for the fact that he ate for 28 years straight. Nothing but coconuts. Okay then. That's, wow. Wow. That's a wild cure right there. Dang. Well, anyways, it's time to move on to fact number 2. Ancient cheese. In 2022, archaeologists in Egypt discovered clay pots containing 2,600-year-old blocks of white halloumi cheese. 2,600-year-old cheese. Dang, that is quite old. Wow, 2,600-year-old cheese. That is, I mean, wow. Like, wow. I mean, that would definitely not be safe to eat. Because it's like 2,600 years old. Like, that is, wow. Wow, that's, and that's like before the year 1000. Heck, that's like 2,600-year-old cheese. That means it's from, for the year 0 AD. It's from the time of BC, right? Because, like, 2,000 years from 2022 would be the year 22. Right. So that would be Alright, so in 22 years, when I said that leaves 570 years before the year 0 AD, right, is when that cheese would have possibly been made. That is... Alright, well, let's move on to fact number 3. Watermelon whack. Spanish athlete Roberto Rodriguez used his open hand to smash 39 watermelons in 1 minute. That's a strong hand. To be able to smash a watermelon? Just go wham! And then he does that in a minute with 39 watermelons. 39 watermelons. Like that is... I don't even... Wow. Wow, that... Okay. Yeah, no, that is... Wow. That's impressive. That is... wow. 39 watermelons. Just wham, 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 wham. That's a strong hand. Jeez. Ugh. Anyways, it's time to move on to fact number 4. Dance disaster. While training for her role as a ballerina in the film Black Swan, American actress Natalie Portman's toenails fell off and she dislocated a rib during a lift. Ooh. Oof. That is... Ooh. That had to hurt. Gee whiz. Dislocating a rib? But, ooh. Yeah. I gotta wonder what exactly caused her toenails to fall off. Like, they just fell off. Right? You didn't clip them off or do anything to have them removed. They just fell off. That's gotta be like some underlying condition or some disease or something, right? It's like, and then it caused, and then you know, she ended up dislocating a rib during a lift. Like, wow, that was just not a good day for Natalie Portman. Gee whiz. Yeah. I mean, yeah. Alrighty. Let's move on to fact number 5. Red panda. You're not going to want to miss this unbelievable show. Rong Niu, also known as Red Panda, performs amazing tricks on a unicycle. She does so while flipping bowls onto her head. Red Panda from China got her big chance to perform during halftime at a Los Angeles Clippers game in 1993. Her performance got an amazing response. Her act involves riding a 7-foot-tall or 2.1-meter unicycle, all while catching and bouncing multiple ceramic bowls on her head. Red Panda's amazing performances have made her an international star. Dang. That is wild, man. She must have some amazing focus and balance to be able to do that. I mean, you have to. Riding on a unicycle is, hard enough to learn. But then, you're balancing bowls on your head, flipping them onto your head and into the stack of bowls while riding on a unicycle. That is... man. I mean, some people just have trouble walking in a straight line. Of course, more often than not in those cases, it's because they drink too much. So, I guess that's not really a fair comparison. But, man. That is... Now, imagine she flipped bowls and got them to land on her feet, right? So not only is she bouncing a stack of bowls on her head, but she's bouncing a stack of bowls on her feet while she rides on the unicycle, right? She's used her feet, right? It's moving on the pedals. It's moving the pedals, which moves the unicycle, but she's also balancing a stack of bowls on her feet, so they're moving too. That would make it even way harder. But pulling it off would be quite impressive. Just saying. Well, now it's time to move on to fact number 6. 3-pointers. On December 7th, 2018, the Grinnell College men's basketball team from Grinnell, Iowa, attempted 3-point shots during their entire game against Emos Bible College. They sank 42 of them, setting the record for most 3-pointers made in a single game. The team made 59 points in their 124-67 victory over Emos. Wow. 42 3-pointers. That's quite a lot of 3-pointers. I mean, that is impressive. Man, that is... yeah. Hey, if 3-pointers are what you gotta have, then hey, more power to you. I mean, that doesn't mean you shouldn't, try and practice so you can make other, types of basket shots, like a grand slam or a half-court shot. But, don't feel discouraged if, you are better at 3-pointers than other types of basket shots. Right. Alright. It's time for fact number 7. Eye popper. Sidney de Carvalho Mesquita from Brazil can pop his eyes 0.71 inches or 1.8 centimeters beyond his eye sockets. He discovered his funny facial feature at age 9 while making funny faces in the mirror He can pop them out for up to 30 seconds at a time. The only way he can control his ability to see before his eyes can refocus. Wow. That is some cartoon-esque stuff right there. The eyes popping out the eye sockets. Man, that's gotta be one of the most impressive things you can do as a kid. Like, find your friends, talk about all the cool things you guys can do, and then you're like, well, I can pop my eyes out of their sockets, right? And then like, what? No way, dude. Ain't no way you can do that. Oh yeah? I'll prove it to you. Oh, okay then. Go ahead and show us. Right, and then he does it. They'd be wide-eyed. They wouldn't be able to believe it. I mean, that is, yeah. I mean, that could probably freak someone out, right? Probably scare them off. But, it's impressive. Well, anyways, it's time to move on to fact number 8. Jaws dropping. 12-year-old Campbell Keenan from Southampton, Massachusetts caught a great white shark that weighed over 400 pounds or 181 kilograms while fishing on a charter boat off the coast of Fort Lauderdale, Florida. It took over 45 minutes for him to reel in the 11-foot-long or 3.4-meter shark with help from the boat's crew. The shark was then released back into the ocean. Okay. Yeah, that wow. Alright then. Wow. I mean, I said the eye thing was impressive as well. Imagine being 12 years old and you get to say that you caught a 400-pound great white shark. Right? You see, there are kids who will go fishing with their dad or whatever, right? And they might catch a fish, like a tuna or something. But this 12-year-old kid went out to go fishing, and now he gets to have the memory of the time he caught a great white shark that weighed over 400 pounds. That's a pretty awesome dude right there. That's gotta be one of the most awesome memories ever. I mean, that is something he probably bragged about. Like, when he got home, he probably said, "Hey Mom, guess what? I caught a 400-pound great white today while I was out fishing on the boat." Right? I mean, the mom would probably be very concerned hearing that he caught a shark. She'd be worried that something probably happened. "A shark? Are you okay? Did anybody get hurt?" Like, no. And then once the concern went off, "You actually caught a great white shark?" And that'd be a proud mama. I mean, heck, even that would be proud. I mean, how many 12-year-olds or any child really can say they caught a great white? I mean, it was released back into the ocean, but still. That is... Way to go. That is wild. Dang. Alright. Let's move on to fact number 9. One wheel wonder. Wesley Williams from Weston, Florida, built and rode a 31.8 foot tall or 9.7 meter unicycle only a year after breaking his back on a TV show where he fell 27 feet or 8.2 meters to the floor when his previous unicycle malfunctioned. His injuries required 5 surgeries. He received his first unicycle as a Christmas present when he was 6 years old. That... wow. Okay. Those are both tall unicycles. But man... ugh. It must have really hurt when he fell 27 feet from a unicycle. That is... ugh. Yeah. I mean, 5 surgeries? But he had the courage to get up on an even taller unicycle. A year later. That would take some real courage. And it would really take courage just to get up on there. Even if you hadn't have fallen. Is that... yeah. Oof. Yeah, yeah, if you have a fear of heights, you're probably not going to be one to ride on such a tall unicycle. Or really ride on a unicycle at all. Really. But who knows? Maybe you will. But now I think it's time we move on to fact number 10. Mini golf. Cole Hetzel, his father Chris Hetzel, Tony Slenters, and Bob Schollinger played 2,097 holes of miniature golf in 24 hours at Putt Putt Golf in Erlanger, Kentucky. The quartet played 116 rounds, walked nearly 20 miles or 32 kilometers, and took a combined 14,664 strokes. Wow, okay, that's a lot of strokes. 24 hours of miniature golf. That's a lot of hours of playing miniature golf. 24 hours straight. Now, personally, I love miniature golf. I really like it. I could 24 hours. Yeah, I could probably spend 24 hours straight playing miniature golf if I wanted to. Man. 116 rounds. And that's a lot of strokes. Golf strokes. I mean, those are like this kind of strokes that are health related. Yeah, you'd really be wondering how it is they lived through that many strokes. Yeah, that would be a very big miracle right there. Well, there you have it. There was 10 random facts you may or may not have known, but you know now. Were there any facts that you knew, or any additional information on said facts that, you feel like sharing? Or, could share? Then put it down in the comment below. If you just want to say hello and, give your thoughts on the facts, then, put that down in the comments too. And, if you enjoyed this, leave a like. So that way, I know you want to keep seeing more. And why not subscribe? It'll only take a couple seconds. And you can get notified in your subscriptions feed as soon as another one of these drops. That's right. And why not hit that notification bell so you can be extra notified the second another one of these drops? Yep, that's right. The second another one of these drops. And share this with others so they have the chance to hear these 10 random facts that you just heard. So that way we have the chance to continue to grow our space crew, our space family, if you will. Well, anyways, I'm Space Pilot Mr. Cool Guy, and as I always say, dear Space Cadets, when it comes to the facts, to infinity and more facts.